Question 11. Now, to expand and simplify a pair of brackets. Expand means get rid of the brackets, and then simplify is gather up all the like terms. So you add up all the terms which are similar. So how do we multiply out a pair of brackets? Well, if we take our first term, which is this x, we do x times that x, then x times the 7. So that's step 1 and step 2. And then step 3, we move on to this second term, the 5. So we have the 5 times the x as our third thing, and then 5 times the 7 as the fourth thing. So for all of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them. Okay, so working through in that order, x times x is x squared, x times 7 is 7x, 5 times x is 5x, and 5 times 7 is 35. Now this would give us 1 mark out of 2 because we've got rid of the brackets, we've expanded, but we now have to simplify. So we gather together the similar terms. So look, we've got some x's here and some x's here, so we can add those together. So we get x squared plus 12x plus 35. The final answer. Similar process with part 2. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 2 is 4x. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is 6. And then gather together the 4x and 3x to give us 7x. So our final answer, 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. Question 12. So similar process, but we've now just got to be careful with the negative numbers. X times x is x squared. X times minus 3 is minus 3x. Remember, if you've got a plus number being times by a minus number, you get a minus number. So that's why we've got minus 3x. Moving on to the 5. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times minus 3 is minus 15. Now, when we gather up these middle two terms, we've got to think number line. We've got to just think how we would be on the number line. Minus 3 and then adding 5 takes us to plus 2. So we have plus 2x. So x squared plus 2x minus 15. For part 2, 2x times 3x is 6x squared. Plus 2x times minus 2 is minus 4x. Minus 3 times 3x is minus 9x. And be very careful with this fourth one. Minus 3 times minus 2 is plus 6. A minus times a minus is a plus. Now we can gather together these middle two terms. Minus 4x taking away a further 9x is minus 13x. So our final answer, 6x squared minus 13x plus 6. Now for part 3, remember what this means. This is 2x plus 1 all squared. Now when we square, we times something by itself. So it is this bracket times itself. So 2x plus 1 times 2x plus 1, turning it into a pair of bracket question like before. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times 1 is 2x. 1 lot of 2x is 2x. 1 times 1 is 1. Gathering together our x's in the middle, we get 4x squared plus 4x plus 1.